Hi, dear student. Today we'll discuss how to solve smaller version of Sudoku puzzle, that is 6 by 6 Sudoku puzzle. Again, in CAT previous years, there are a couple of questions that were asked that use the concept of Sudoku puzzle. A lot of ranking based questions again use the concept of Sudoku puzzle. So if you are preparing for CAT, you are planning to appear in CAT 2026, and you want to learn the basics of LR in DI, then first step is like in the last two sessions we discussed Kakuro as well as Magic Square. Now this is the third part of our foundation series where we learn how to solve this 6 by 6 Sudoku puzzle. And again, as it helps you to improve your number crunching skills, it improves your concentration, it improves to figure out the pattern. All these are tangible benefits of solving Sudoku puzzle, and moreover there could be certain questions where you will be using this concepts of Sudoku puzzle. So let's get going. So first understand what is there in the Sudoku puzzle or how to solve a Sudoku that is 6 by 6. So now you can say this is a square that has 6 rows as well as 6 columns. So you can say total 36 boxes are there. And in every row, since there are 6 boxes, you have to fill all the 6 numbers should come in each row. Like in row number 1, if I look at this row number 1, say this is row number 2, row number 3, row number 4, row number 5, and row number 6. You can see in all the 6 rows, you have to fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For example, in this row, already we can see there is 6 and 1. So now you can't take 6 and 1. In this row, you have to fill 2, 3, 4, and 5. In row number 2, already we can see 3, 2, 4, 6 are filled, so I have to fill 1 and 5. And the same logic will apply in column wise. Like for example, in column 1, no number can come twice. So we have already see that in column 1, 3, 4, and 2 are there. So you have to fill 1, 5, and 6. So no number should repeat or should come twice in any of the row or any of the column. That is the first concept of solving Sudoku. Second is like you can see these are the dark color square, a little bit darker. You can say this rectangle is there of 3 by 2. So again in this particular rectangle there are 6 boxes. Now again these 6 boxes should contain 6 different number, that is again from 1 to 6. So for example in this box we can see 6, 2 and 3 has already come. So you have to fill 1, 4 and 5. Same as in this particular box also we should have all the number from 1 to 6. Same logic applies here also, and same gets applied over here. So now these are the rules that you have to follow while solving a Sudoku based question. So let's try to fill this puzzle. Now how do we observe? So now the starting point would be look at all those rows or all those columns where maximum numbers are already given. Like for example here row 2. Now we know that row 2, 3, 2, 4, 6 has been already filled. So you have to fill 1 and 5. So this could be a starting point. Now let's observe. Can I take 1 over here? I cannot. Why? Because I know that in this particular 3 by 2 rectangle of 6 boxes, we have to bring each number once. And since already 1 over here, so I can't take 1 over here. So it means you have to take 5 over here. So that is how you have to analyze. So now you know that in this particular box, you have to take 5. So this number will become 5 and this is 5, then this number will become 1. So I think our row number 2 is complete. Now maybe I can analyze this particular box where six boxes are there and we have to fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we know in this particular box 1, 2, 3 and 6 is already filled. We have to fill 4 and 5. Can I take 4 over here? I can't take 4. Why? Because in this column already 4 we have taken. So 4 will not be taken over here. So now, so you have to learn to analyze this situation. So I can't take 4. So what I'm left is 5. And if 5 have come over here, you will take 4. So now you know that you have done with the first part of the. Now again I can look at this particular row number 1. I have filled 1, 5, 4 and 6. Two numbers that we have to fill is 2 and 3. Now look at between 2 and 3, I can't take 3 over here. Why? Because 3 is already there in this column. So I will take 2 and I'll take 3. So now you can say first 2 row we have been able to fill. Now let's go and try to analyze this column, because in these two columns I can see in column number 1, column number 6 already I can see 4 numbers are filled. So you have filled 1, 2, 3 and 6. What you have to fill is 4 and 5. Now I can't take 5 over here. Why? Because in this row already 5 is here, so you can't bring 5. So you have to take 4 over here, and in that case, you will take 5 over here, right? Now we can analyze this one. Here we have to take 1 as well as 6, right? But now I'm not sure whether I should take 1 over here or I should take 6. So maybe I will skip and go to some other part. Since till the time not sure about one certain number, you just, should not fill that. Maybe look for another clue that is available. So maybe next clue that let's try to figure out what could be your next clue. So now look at एक और technique जो हमें use करनी है. Like for example, in this column we can see 4 is coming over here. In this column 4 is coming over here. तो भाई इस कॉलम का 4 कहाँ आ सकता है? इस कॉलम का 4 अब इन दोनों बॉक्स में नहीं पॉसिबल है. क्यों? क्योंकि इस पर्टिकुलर 6 बॉक्स का 4 ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर आ चुका है. So you can't take 4 over here. So now I know that I have to take 4 over here. तो एक कॉन्सेप्ट ये भी यूज हो सकता है कि इस कॉलम का 4 यहाँ है, इस कॉलम का 4 थर्ड कॉलम में है, तो इसका 4 इस बॉक्स में नहीं आएगा, इस बॉक्स में नहीं आएगा, इसी बॉक्स में आएगा. और चूंकि ये नंबर फिल्ड है ऑलरेडी, सो यू विल टेक 4 ओवर हियर. So that is another way of looking this. Now in this box I have to fill 1 and 6. So maybe I have to just wait for some more time where I can fill 1 and 6. अब थोड़ा और आगे बढ़ते हैं. लेट्स ट्राई टू एनालाइज. हम इस बॉक्स का लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल सेम इस कॉलम का 4 यहाँ है, इस कॉलम का 4 यहाँ, तो थर्ड कॉलम में 4 नहीं दिख रहा, वो इसी बॉक्स में होगा, इस पर्टिकुलर रिक्टेंगल के अंदर होगा. एंड आई कांट टेक 4 ओवर हियर बिकॉज ऑलरेडी इस रो का 4 यहाँ आ चुका है, सो विल टेक 4 ओवर हियर. तो ये 4 भी हमारा फिल हो गया. सो नाउ वी हैव डन विद ऑल द 4s. अब हम इस रो में चले जाते हैं. इस रो में हमें 1 भरना है और 6 भरना है. नाउ यू कैन से दैट आई कांट टेक 1 ओवर हियर. व्हाई? बिकॉज इस बॉक्स का 1 ऑलरेडी आ चुका है, सो 1 विल बी हियर एंड 6 विल बी हियर. अब अगर आपने 1 6 भर दिया है तो यू कैन फिल कॉलम नंबर 1. नाउ 6 विल कम ओवर हियर. यहाँ पर 3 क्योंकि वही एक नंबर बचा हुआ है, सो फिल 3 ओवर हियर. Now you can take 2 in this column because this column का एक ही number बचा हुआ है. So once you are able to fill few numbers, then the Sudoku gets automatically, you will see lot of clues. अब हम इस column row में आ जाते हैं. We have to fill 1 as well as 2. Now you can't take 1 over here, so you will take 1 over here and 2 will come over here. अब यहाँ पर एक ही number बचा हुआ है 6, so we have filled. Now here you see what are the numbers that you have filled. One is 5 and one is 1. तो 1 तो यहाँ हो जाएगा बिकॉज इस कॉलम का 1 ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, और यहाँ 5 हो जाएगा. नाउ हियर यू आर लेफ्ट विद ओनली वन नंबर इन दिस कॉलम, दैट इज 5, और यहाँ पर यू आर लेफ्ट विद 6. अब आप देखो क्या कोई नंबर रिपीट हो रहा है? 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So and similarly you can check column. So that's how you have to solve the Sudoku. It's a very very interesting way to develop your logical skills as well as your number skills. So we'll take one more Sudoku. And then I would say that you should practice. There are a lot of Sudoku websites are available, a lot of games are available. I won't say that you solve it very, very frequently, but solving maybe one Sudoku per week is enough to develop your fundamentals that are going to help you in cracking CAT. So our objective is not to become a Sudoku expert, but objective is to develop all those skills, all those arms and ammunition that is necessary to excel in an exam like CAT. So here comes the second puzzle. Now we all know that the rules are very very clear. So I would straight away go to row number 3 because I can see there are 4 numbers. We have to fill 1 and 5. I can't take 1 over here. Why? Because in this box 1 is over here. So I will take 1 here and 5 will come over here. Now look at this box. You have taken 1, 2, 4, 5. So what we are left is 3. If 3 comes over here, so आपका row 3 or row 4 complete हो गया. So now that is how you can develop a kind of quickness. Now look at this column. Here we have to fill 1 4 and 1 5. अब 4 कहाँ ले सकते हैं? I can take here also, I can take here also. So I'm not very very clear, so I will move to something else. So now what I can do is, अब देखो जरा यहाँ से इस कॉलम का 3 यहाँ पर है, इस पूरे रेक्टेंगल में है, इस कॉलम का 3 इस रेक्टेंगल में है, तो इस कॉलम का 3 कहाँ आएगा? ऊपर वाले रेक्टेंगल में आएगा, और ऊपर वाले रेक्टेंगल में यहाँ पर ही 3 आएगा क्योंकि इस रो का 3 ऑलरेडी आ चुका है. सो आई कैन फिल दिस 3 ओवर हियर. सिमिलरली अब मैं इस बॉक्स का, इस रेक्टेंगल का 3 देख सकता हूँ. इस कॉलम का 3 फर्स्ट रेक्टेंगल बॉक्स में आ गया है, इस कॉलम का 3 यहाँ है, तो आई थिंक इस कॉलम का जो 3 है वो इन दोनों में से किसी एक में आएगा, बट यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी 3 है, सो दिस 3 विल कम ओवर हियर. सो नाउ यू हैव बीन एबल टू फिगर आउट ऑल 3. अब मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, आई विल ट्राई टू फिगर आउट द 6 इन द सेम लॉजिक. कॉलम 1 का 6 इस रेक्टेंगल में है, कॉलम 3 का 6 इस रेक्टेंगल में है, तो कॉलम 2 का रेक्टेंगल इस 6 इस रेक्टेंगल में आना चाहिए. सो आई विल टेक 6 ओवर हियर बिकॉज ऑलरेडी ये 6 इस रो का ऑलरेडी दिया हुआ है. सो दिस हाउ आई कैन फिल दिस 6. तो अब सारे 6 भी हमारे सामने आ चुके हैं. अब देखते हैं अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं. नाउ आई नो इन दिस कॉलम आई हैव टू फिल 2 एज वेल एज 5. 2 यहाँ ऑलरेडी आ चुका है, सो आई विल फिल 5 ओवर हियर, आई विल फिल 2 ओवर हियर. तो दिस इज डन. अब यहाँ पर हमें क्या लेना है, एक 1 लेना है और एक 4 लेना है. 4 कांट कम ओवर हियर, 4 will come over here, so 1 will come over here. And if 1 is here in this particular rectangle, 5 is left, so you can fill 5 over here. अब यहाँ पर देखते हैं इस कॉलम में, वी ऑलरेडी फिल 5 नंबर, व्हाट वी आर लेफ्ट विद इज 4. तो 4 यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. यहाँ पर वी आर लेफ्ट विद ओनली वन नंबर दैट इज 1, और यहाँ पर वी आर लेफ्ट विद वन नंबर दैट इज 5. तो ये बॉक्स कंप्लीट. नाउ यू कैन गो टू रो नंबर 5. यू कैन से 1 2 3 has already come, 4 will come over here. अब यहाँ पर हमें क्या भरना है, एक 1 भरना है और एक क्या भरना है, 5 भरना है. सो ऑब्वियसली आई टेक 1 ओवर हियर बिकॉज इस कॉलम का 1 तो यहाँ आ चुका है. 5 will come over here. Finished. 1 2 3 4 will come over here and 2 will come over here. Done. So you can become really quick. And in when we will solve, bring the next series where we'll discuss real cat question. I will show you how these concepts have been applied in solving those cat sets. So cat is going to test you how good you are in terms of puzzle solving. So guys, please solve some Kakuro based question, some magic square based question, and some Sudoku based question. This is going to really help you a lot in acing the cat. Thank you. Bye bye. And we'll come with the next series.